Prepare to move out. Advance!
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORPG in which you write your own.
And I've hosted clinics at Chingsa Village many times in the past.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask.
She was indeed. We studied She is several years older than us.
Supposedly. Wait, Changxiang?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master. But for what the last time she visited us, she and master had...
Quarrel? What happened? I don't know.
Nor did master...
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No.
Paimon never knew...
So...
What the...
Let's split up.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick! What?
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment. This...
You said... is it?
No. Your eyes do not... Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. If it's a concoction...
Offshoots?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate...
The gall of the... Wait.
Only one thing could have been...
Lazada siêu rẻ mỗi ngày, sale hết dưới 49.000.
Hey! Since this... You mean... Think a little hard. Huh? So you're saying... wait, but... That...
I agree.
Look at the facts, though.
It's too early to draw... Yes. So if we can... Do you know anything about God Remain?
Well,
Changsheng's memories and pop these days. She has to enter a...
Whoa. What? Hey! Plenty of people with my assistant stronger and healthy. Baiju, maybe with
Unfortunate.
peppermint. Ugh, Paimon's mad. This is exactly...
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the...
With how anti-so... What? Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honor.
You called?
Gets Paimon ever...
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh?
Baiju of Boo Boo Farm. The lantern right when we met briefly. I would...
Huh? You two...
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? Too often, fervent desires drive mortals. I now know what you seek. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought the land was finally cleansed of poison. When Rex lapped, the seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source. However, its aura is faint. I do not like to intervene against, but when demonic forces are involved, things can... I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to immortality may not be the blessed.
I shall treasure your words of instruction.
Farewell.
What a strange adeptus. That's show for ya. Thanks to him, we finally got...
If the God remains are leaking from Master, there's...
Wait? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic.
It's Jialiang. He was fine 1 minute.
Already? Based on past
It's seen... Everyone, back to Boo Boo
Off we go. Race you. Nice and spicy.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back!
When Gui left.
Gui, please take Jiali.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu.
Baiju's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you...
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a...
I'll come with.
Don't forget what...
No, on the.
Traveler? Baizhu hasn't shown his... Huh? You're finally awake?
There was no time.
I see you still
I
have
had
an
no
upgrade
other
on this
choice.
default web browser.
In
Switch
any
to
case,
Opera GX,
it was
the
not
first
completely without benefit to myself. I managed. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant.
So, how much They've been outside waiting for you. Surely, who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! Baizu! Changsheng! Jialiang seemed fine.
And as a result.
What?
Yes. But more. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart, though it was created from God remains.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died.
Still. Moreover,
That explains why
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around. Because humans have no. I fear that the situation is just.
I never suspected to sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond.
Well, I think that in any case, her regular expo. And given that she's already been missing for several days.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
Ah! It's Jiali.
Dr. Baizhu, you've already done so much for my After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself. I'm sure I'll be able to remember.
Be careful. If you get too
No! Before I forget everything again.
This trip will be a.
There's only one thing I fear now.
Very well.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out?
Yes. Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen. And one. Hop to it now.
Okay.
It's just like the day I went missing.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. Jialiang, Can you sense which direction the source...
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an
I think I remember this place.
Xiaoliang, are you okay?
No, I...
The digging marks here. A thieves' tunnel?
Judging by the tool, but why did they abandon this place?
I remember now. But she said that the method...
Easy geology.
The doctor will see you. Boba, get them!
Illusion shattered!
I'm going in! Hey, yo! Nice and spicy!
Busted!
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster repellent.
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days ago. If no doubt an encounter with the very same entity after them. Jiang...
That's right. This sensor. This is where...
Xiaoliang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Quietly now. There is no escape!
A bitter pill to Mine. Taking a turn for the better.
Busted! Take it easy. Things are about to get dicey. Illusion shattered!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Jiangli!
There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Dr. Baiju, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then...
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's just... It's not as simple as that. The poison within Jialiang's body, if the source is purged, the poison in his system... and the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping... Oh no.
Indeed. If the god remains...
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been worked by you. You're great...
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some...
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you.
Dr. Baiju, give it to me straight.
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances...
But Dr. Baiju, I'm all too... If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow, if my choice can bring Jiangli back, then even if I...
Jialiang.
After cheating death for so... Traveler...
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your...
Jialiang.
I am sure that over the years, Jiangli will have tried...
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiangli would not... What a crazy situation! Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice him.
I've seen many final farewells in my time.
In the human realm, all things must at least...
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that they're...
When all this began, we agreed that once I... If you could only see him now. So, I know that... I've said my goodbyes. My time is...
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memory.
I'll take it. At the very least.
Mom, something's really... Don't fret, Ayu. I will get...
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang! 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 Dad, are you...
Didn't I... Huh?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different?
Dr. Baiju,
Die? You did indeed.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have, of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't know whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, but however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, and even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's...
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiang Li in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir.
Director Who...
Never underestimate us.
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his... Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to... One cheat sheet was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried... Traveler, Paimon. I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone? All's well that ends well. If you ask at times like this...
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Jiang Li and I...
Yay! Paimon count! Alright, first things first, up!
Wait up! I'll come too! Baizhu, thank you so...
Don't mention it, Jiang Li. I was just doing my...
Just your duty, huh? Bye. Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changsheng, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu. I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality.
I have to say, Jiang Li, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you... But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough... Not just that. You even managed... Baizhu, be honest with me.
Huh. Told you the truth.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changsheng's contract lets you tread.
Nothing gets past you, Jiang Li. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health.
But you took such a huge risk. If we had... The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, haven't given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death?
We are doctors, Jiang Li. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changsheng to Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us! The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the...
There's no need to worry, Jiang.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not... Every single mortal I've ever contracted with. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
It is a very long story.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojin. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrow, they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame.
So, Baiju,
I suppose that would make me a moth that Cheng Sheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives.
huh? But, didn't you?
What makes a poison poison? And if disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First, you want to see.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Huh. For what?
Dr. Baiju, Traveler, what are you still chatting?
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten. I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and...
True. And yet, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life?
Adventure time.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Luôn có một Ranger sinh ra chỉ dành riêng cho bạn. Một Ranger bất khả chiến bại, quyết liệt với đam mê.